Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm up here in Saranac Lake, New York with a couple of my buddies for a guys weekend, and I'm gonna make a spicy meat stew. It's important when you have a guys weekend that you make a hearty meal to absorb all the alcohol. And I use the term spicy pretty loosely. I'm a white boy from Maine, so we'll call this a mildly warm meat stew. Let's get started. For this recipe, you're going to need 1 pound of beef stewing meat, 1 pound hot Italian ground sausage, a ½ pound of bacon, 1 packet of generic slow cooker beef stew spice mix, 32 ounces of chicken broth. I use bone broth for the extra protein, 1 can of Guinness, 1 cup of red wine, 1 onion, 3 to 4 carrots, 12 ounces of tomato paste, 1 small container of mushrooms, it's roughly 8 to 10 ounces, 1½ pounds of potatoes, and 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. First thing we need to do is slice all of our vegetables. So the carrots will get sliced into rings, the onion will get sliced into thin strips, and the potatoes will get either half or quartered depending on their size. And through the magic of video, everything is sliced up. Into our slow cooker, we're going to put carrots and the potatoes. And set that aside. Into a pan on medium heat, we will add a little bit of oil and our bacon. Break that up. And we're gonna let this bacon not get all the way crispy, probably about 80% of the way done. Once the bacon gets to this point, where the fat is starting to get a little translucent, dump in your onion. And brown those two things up together. You can see there that the bacon and the onion have cooked down. Now we're just going to add that tablespoon garlic. You don't want to add that too soon, otherwise you will burn it. Mix this around and then we're going to dump it into the crock pot. Dump that into the crock pot. Try to keep the bacon grease in the pan for right now, as much as you can. Some gets in there, that's fine. Okay, so with that in there, back to the frying pan, and we're gonna add our pound of sausage. With the sausage, you also wanna add your sliced mushrooms. You're gonna brown this up until it's about 80% of the way done, and then again, into the crock pot. All right, so our sausage is cooked, I don't know, 75, 80% of the way through. So now it's gonna go into the crock pot. Again, try to hold out some of that juice and oil from the sausage. All right, that's 2 meats down, 1 meat to go. All right, and so back into the pan, we're just gonna put our stew meat. The stew meat is not intended to cook all the way through. We're just trying to brown the sides and then put it in the crock pot. And we'll just flip those. Again, we're not trying to cook these all the way through. Just trying to get a little bit of color on them before throwing them in the crock pot. All right, so it's enough color on those. We'll throw them into the crock pot. So we're gonna drop that meat into the pan. Oh, that one goes on the floor. Last thing we're gonna do to the pan that we used, we're gonna pour in a little bit of red wine and deglass the pan just to pick up all of those bits. You only need a portion of the cup of red wine. There we go. We'll pour that wine in here. Done with the pan. And why not, we'll put in the rest of the red wine as well. Last thing we need to do is to prep the pour over. For that, we're gonna need a bowl. I'm gonna put in the tomato paste. Going to add about half of our broth. Dump in the spice packet. We're just gonna mix that up until that tomato paste dissolves into the liquid and the spices are all mixed together. If you need to add a little bit more of this stock, you can. You don't want to just put this right into the crock pot on top of all the meat, because your tomatoes won't be dispersed evenly throughout the dish. All right, and with that all mixed up, we add that mixture that we just made, the rest of our stock, and then 1 can of Guinness. Just gonna give that a good stir. Throw on the cover. And then we're going to set our crock pot to low for 6 to 8 hours. And now, we're gonna go enjoy our day, boys. Huzzah. Huzzah. All right, so it's been 8 hours. Let's check on that stew. Oh yeah. All right, well that's my spicy meat stew. See how it is. Oh yeah, that's perfect for a cold day. If you want to see more recipes that are great for a guy's weekend, click here. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.